I love the thought of a car drifting apparently endlessly through space and perhaps being discovered by an alien race millions of years in the future. Don't confuse schooling with education. I didn't go to Harvard, but the people that work for me did. You want to have a future where you're expecting things to be better, not one where you're expecting things to be worse. Great companies are built on great products. Good ideas are always crazy until they're not. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better. Keep questioning yourself. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. My motivation for all my companies has been to be involved in something that I thought would have a significant impact on the world. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. I don't spend my time pontificating about high-concept things. I spend my time solving engineering and manufacturing problems. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. Take risks now and do something bold. You won't regret it. If the rules are such that you can't make progress, then you have to fight the rules. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. To make an embarrassing admission, I like video games. That's what got me into software engineering when I was a kid. I wanted to make money so I could buy a better computer to play better video games. Nothing like saving the world. There are some important differences between me and Tony Stark, like I have 5 kids, so I spend more time going to Disneyland than parties. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. In all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, it's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Didn't work out. The path to the CEO's office should not be through the CFO's office, and it should not be through the marketing department. It needs to be through engineering and design. Optimism, pessimism, fuck that, we're going to make it happen. As God is my bloody witness, I'm hell-bent on making it work. Every 5,000th buyer of our boringly boring hat will get a free hat signed by the delivery guy. You could power the entire United States with about 150 to 200 square kilometers of solar panels, the entire United States. Take a corner of Utah. There's not much going on there, I've been there. There's not even radio stations. I'm nauseatingly pro-American. I would have come here from any country. The US is where great things are possible. Any product that needs a manual to work is broken. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. When Henry Ford made cheap, reliable cars, people said, "Nah, what's wrong with a horse?" That was a huge bet he made, and it worked. If you go back a few hundred years, what we take for granted today would seem like magic: being able to talk to people over long distances, to transmit images, flying, accessing vast amounts of data like an oracle. These are all things that would have been considered magic a few hundred years ago. I've always wanted to be part of something that would radically change the world. People forget the power of inspiration. All of humanity went to the moon with the Apollo missions. The issue was cost. There was no chance to build a base and create frequent flights. That's the problem I would like to solve. We have a strict no a-hole policy at SpaceX. And we fire people that are. I mean, we give them a little bit of warning. But if they continue to be an a-hole, then they're fired. Entrepreneurship is like eating glass and walking on hot coals at the same time. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. And we need things in life that are exciting and inspiring. It can't just be about solving some awful problem. There have to be reasons to get up in the morning. Ancient Greece had it all and then committed suicide. Nobody digs your grave better than yourself. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster.